So I have been fasting since 2012, both intermittent and prolonged fasting. Many videos on the topic on my channel, and I decided to try a new experiment, eating over 2000 calories for over a month, actually almost 2 months and even more, to be honest, every single day over 2000 calories, which is something I was not doing before at all, and I had not been doing for, I don't even know if I've done that in my life ever before, eating over 2000 calories every single day for that long. I think I've never done that before. It's just so much. And guess what happened? I lost weight. But before going further, let me share with you the details in this video so that you can understand why exactly I did that and what happened. And I even share the figures with you so that you can actually see the proof of what I'm sharing. Hi and welcome, Maryam here, sharing about how to live a more nourishing, energizing and prosperous life. So yes, a lot of you know me for fasting, and fasting since a long time, both short-term and long-term, but basically regularly, every single day intermittent, and also more days, etc. I won't talk about the details, but I've shared a lot of videos about fasting. Please check if you didn't know. But I decided to try something new based on what? How did I try? I don't know. One day I remember I was in this seminar / retreat with a good friend of mine, Sun Yogi Umashankar, who is the one who taught me partly how to do sun yoga, basically gazing at the sun with naked eyes. Don't do it if you don't know. And during this seminar, we were with other friends sitting at a table. We were having a meal, and Sun Yogi was saying, I used to not eat, to fast, prolonged fasting, basically not eating for a long period of time. And he was saying, oh, now I eat every day. And people were saying, oh, well, how do you eat and then have you put on weight? And he said, no. And then he came and said, I can actually show you I lose weight after I eat. And we started to look at each other. That was quite a while ago, and we started that little game where we were saying, okay, show us and go ahead. And he said, okay, after that plate of food, and that was a massive plate of food with a lot of stuff on it, because Sun Yogi doesn't eat just a little bit. He said, I will show you I've lost was it a kilo or whatever? And he said, I will lose weight just after that meal. And then we looked at each other, he said, okay. And then he did eat that plate of food, and afterward he weighed himself, and he did lose a kilo. And back then I was like, oh, that is so interesting, it's so funny, because I didn't have that knowledge I have today. And now I realize, when you live on energy, when energy is your main food, when anything you do and it gives you energy, and you leave that nourishing, energizing and prosperous life ongoing, it doesn't matter what you eat, and you can choose to gain or lose weight. And so I threw myself in the experience, and I decided to go even further and to eat over 2000 calories a day, also because I was tired of hearing around me, Maryam, you don't put on weight because you don't eat enough, you should eat more. So I guess I wanted to prove other people that it's not about the food. Weight and food are not exactly linked, and therefore I was showing everyone I just ate so much every single day, and then they could see I actually lost weight. It's not even I didn't put on weight, I lost weight. I lost 2 kilos. Again, figures will be showing around somewhere, probably here. I lost 2 kilos within August, September, October, November, 3 months. And I ate 2000 calories, over 2000 calories every single day for at least 2 months. And I've been waiting, like, I wait some time in the middle to make sure my body was adjusting in case. But I believe 3 months is enough when you eat so much every single day to see whether you put on weight or not. You don't need to wait a year or 2. Okay, and then after that experiment, when I proved myself that food and weight aren't exactly related, I decided to wait. So if it's not related, then it's something else. And I knew it was a mindset. It was that one thing that has nothing to do with the actual food or weight. I mean, it has to, but indirectly. How should I say? It's this one thing that's behind everything in your life that will be the reason and the essence of how you live your life, and the reason why things in your life happen a certain way and why you put on weight. I mean, it's not even here, it's way beyond that. It's your mindset. And so I decided, okay, how about I change my mindset? And if I was able to lose weight eating so much every single day, so much for me, right? Because over 2,000 calories for me is probably 10 times what I was eating before. So it's a lot. And if I was able to do that, then I was also able to do the reverse. I was able to disconnect food and weight and decide, okay, I want to go back on my, I guess, stable weight, the one I like and I feel happy in. Although I was okay being lower than that, but I did feel skinny. And so I put weight back on, almost, I believe, very, very close to what I was doing before, what I was weighing before. Figures around, again, to check if you want. And this only within 3 weeks. And still, whatever, I was like not even counting the calories of food, so I don't even know, but I was still eating though. Yeah, just to show you that it didn't actually make a difference, or show myself, prove myself, it didn't make a difference whether I eat or don't eat. And that is the conclusion of my video right now. Also, I will go into more details in 1 second and a bit more. Food and weight aren't related. If you live on energy, the energy you have, whether you eat or you don't eat, is still there. And that's a very, very important point I want to bring up now. While I was eating so much, over 2,000 calories every single day for at least 2 months, I was still having a lot of energy, I was still being active, I was still sleeping the same amount, or I don't know, I was still, my sleep pattern, my energy levels, my capacity to do things, to perform, to focus, my capacity to be aware, all of these things basically in my life did not change. Everything was still there. In other words, I didn't lose energy because of what I was eating. So again, that's another thing. Energy and food and weight aren't necessarily related, because your mindset is the core of all this. Your mindset is your core of your energy level. Your mindset is the core of your enjoyment and fulfillment and whatever life you live. And for your mindset to be that core, you need to follow what gives you energy. So for some people, we're all different. For some people like me, it's being creative, entertaining, having good time, or having fun with her, even if it's not fun. Spending time with my baby, playing around with monkey and the birds and the plants and the disco lights and dancing. All these things give me joy. Interacting with other people, all this gives me joy. If I wasn't doing this, maybe then things would be different. I don't know, it's not my life. It was my life before. Before, it was completely the opposite. I was eating a little bit. Whenever I was eating that little bit, I would go, I would put on weight straight away. Like, as I said, I've never eaten so much as today, but I never feel like so energized and so great in my life and so wow. Also, I do have a baby, so life is a bit different. But anyway, bracket, again, energy, food, weight, happiness, fulfillment, all of this, capacities, powers, if you want to call it this way, they aren't related, okay? Your mindset and your level of energy will override everything else in your life. So I'm just throwing away all the beliefs that you may have had around food and around diet and around energy and around powers and capacities. Let's say maybe you were thinking, oh, if I don't eat, I will be able to do this and this and that, which I can't do today. Or things like, oh, if I fast, if I do prolonged fasting, again, not eating, I will be able to have more spiritual points and I will be able to be a more higher spiritual being, things like that. Or if I fast more, I can have more energy, I can lose weight, I can have the perfect weight. No, it has nothing to do with that. Whatever you believe you will have if you fast a long time, prolonged fasting, you know, all the words you want to use, whatever you believe you will get if you do this, you can get now. And if you don't, if you're not getting it now, whatever your lifestyle is, whatever you're eating, not eating, you're fooling yourself. You're not living on energy, and this is the main point. When you live on energy, you choose, you have the freedom to choose. It doesn't mean you abuse things, but you choose, okay? And you may choose to eat sometimes for whichever reason, and you may choose to interact with other people for certain reason. You may choose to have a business for certain reason. You may choose to live with other people for some reason. You may choose to even go to a pub for a certain reason. It doesn't even matter. You know deep inside what your mission and purpose is, and you know that deep inside you may need to do that one thing, play this character, for you to be able to do what you're meant to do, inspire, I don't know, be at that spot you're meant to be on for a few seconds to make a difference in this life, on this planet, whatever. Okay, so that was my conclusion then. Whether you eat and whether you don't eat, and that's also what Sun Yogi was trying to spread with saying he was eating every single day. It didn't matter. He didn't put on weight. He could put on weight if he wanted. He could lose weight if he wanted. Basically, when you live on energy, you are able to transform the matter, starting with your own body. And that's what I want to share. So, that was my experiment. Again, the figures are in this video if you want to see. Whether you eat or don't eat, it doesn't make a difference. Your mindset is everything. So work on this freedom mindset. And if you join my newsletter, link underneath this video in the description section, you can have more events and information on this freedom mindset that I so want to share with you. And the key really is energy is everything. Once you have energy, you have power. Once you have power, you can create more. Once you can create more, you can be a master of yourself and the world. Okay, catch you up in another video. Bye now.